Have you ever walked away from a conversation and thought, why didn't I say that? Or maybe you were in the middle of a discussion, your heart was pounding, your brain froze, and all you could offer was a nervous smile or an awkward You're not alone. In fact, millions of people struggle with finding the right words at the right time. They know what they want to say, but their mouth just doesn't keep up with their mind, or their mind doesn't keep up with the moment. But what if I told you that you can change this? What if you could train your brain to think fast and your mouth to speak smart, just like great speakers, quick thinkers, and charismatic leaders? This story is not just about improving your English. It's about upgrading your mindset, your language, your speed, and your confidence. This is about learning the art of mental clarity and verbal power. Are you ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1: Why we freeze when we need to speak. Before we dive into the how, let's understand the why. Have you ever been in a situation where someone asked you a question, and suddenly your mind went blank? Psychologists call this the fight, flight, or freeze response. It's an ancient reaction. Our body thinks we're in danger, like we're being attacked by a wild animal. But today, the wild animal is usually a job interview, a presentation, a classroom, or a conversation in English. Our brain sends all its energy to survival. Thinking becomes hard. Speaking becomes harder. So we freeze. Here's the good news. This response can be retrained. You can teach your brain to stay calm and sharp even under pressure. But first, you need to believe one thing. Speaking well is not a gift, it's a skill. And all skills can be learned. Chapter 2: The thinking muscle. Let's imagine your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it often, it gets lazy. But if you train it daily, even with small, smart exercises, it becomes strong, fast, and reliable. Thinking fast is not about speaking quickly. It's about processing information fast. It's the ability to understand questions instantly, connect ideas quickly, find the right words, stay calm under pressure. So how do you train your thinking muscle? Here are 3 powerful exercises you can start today. 1. 1-minute challenges. Every day, take a random topic and speak about it for 1 minute without stopping. For example, why I love rainy days, the benefits of waking up early, the worst food I've ever eaten. Set a timer. No notes, no preparation, just speak. This trains your brain to think quickly, form ideas, and speak smoothly on the spot. 2. The 5-second rule. Whenever someone asks you a question, respond within 5 seconds, even if you're not 100% ready. Why? Because hesitation kills confidence. The more you wait, the more anxious you become. And the more anxious you are, the slower your brain works. Train yourself to trust your thoughts and speak up. 3. Reverse conversations. Take something you heard today, a podcast, a video, or even this story, and explain it in your own words. But do it backward. Start with the conclusion, then explain how you got there. This builds mental flexibility and helps your brain become more agile. Chapter 3: Speaking smart isn't about big words. Let me tell you a secret. Smart speakers don't use complicated words. They use clear, strong, and simple language. Look at leaders like Steve Jobs or Michelle Obama. They don't confuse people, they connect with people. Speaking smart is about being clear. People understand you. Confident people believe you. Concise. People remember you. So how can you speak smart in English? Here are 5 small but powerful tips. 1. Use power verbs. Instead of saying, I will try to complete it, say, I will complete it. Confident people speak with certainty. 2. Cut the fluff. Don't say, "I was just wondering if maybe I could ask you something." Say, "Can I ask you something?" Less is more. Speak clean. 3. Practice pause power. When you pause while speaking, you show control. You give your audience time to absorb your words. You don't need to fill every second with sound. Silence is strength. 4. Tell mini stories. Smart speakers often use short stories to explain ideas. For example, last year, I missed an opportunity because I hesitated. That day, I learned if you have something to say, say it. Stories make your message real, emotional, and memorable. 5. Know your go-to phrases. Every great speaker has a few phrases they use when they're thinking. Examples. That's an interesting question. Let me think about that for a second. Here's how I see it. These give you a few seconds to think while sounding smart. Chapter 4. Rewiring your self-talk. What you say to yourself becomes what you say to the world. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good at English. I always forget words. People won't understand me," then your brain believes it, and you act that way. But what if you start saying, "I'm getting better every day. My ideas matter. I can speak clearly and powerfully." Now your brain starts looking for proof. It starts helping you, instead of holding you back. Your self-talk becomes your self-trust. So here's a challenge. Write down 5 powerful sentences you will say to yourself every morning. For example, 1. I speak with confidence and clarity. 2. My English is improving every day. 3. I think fast and express my thoughts easily. 4. I trust my words. 5. I am a smart, powerful communicator. Say these out loud every day. Watch your mindset shift. Chapter 5. Mind Speed Training. Psychology meets language. Here's where it gets interesting. Psychologists say your brain can think about 600 to 800 words per minute. But most people speak only 120 to 150 words per minute. That means your brain is always faster than your mouth. The key is to organize your fast thoughts before speaking. How? Try this technique. Think in headlines. Before you speak, ask yourself, what is the main point? What are the 2 to 3 supporting ideas? What example can I give? Just like writing a news headline, your brain gives your mouth a roadmap. This keeps your thoughts focused, your words sharp, and your message powerful. Conclusion of Part 1. You don't need to be born smart to speak smart. You don't need to be the fastest thinker in the world to think fast. You need the right mindset, the right training, and the courage to speak up even when you feel nervous. Today, you've learned why people freeze under pressure, how to train your brain to think quickly, how to speak clearly, confidently, and smartly, how to build mental speed with practical psychology. But this is just the beginning. In Part 2, we'll go deeper. You'll learn advanced speaking techniques, real-time conversation tricks, how to stay calm under pressure, how to sound smarter in English naturally, and most importantly, how to own every room you walk into. Think fast and speak smart. Part 2. Mastering the art of confident and clever communication. Quick recap. In Part 1, we discovered that thinking fast and speaking smart is not a magical talent, it's a trainable skill. You learn it. Why your brain freezes during conversations. Simple exercises to speed up your thinking. How to speak clearly, confidently, and powerfully. The psychology behind mental speed and verbal clarity. Now, in this part, we go deeper into the world of advanced techniques, real-time speaking tools, and how to sound smart without sounding fake. Let's unlock the second half of your power. Chapter 6. The Art of Micro-Listening. Here's a secret that most people miss. Great speakers are great listeners first. But not just any listening. You need to learn the skill of micro-listening. That means paying attention to tone. Are they excited, nervous, doubtful? Emotion. What's their mood behind the words? Intent. What are they really trying to say? When you listen deeply, your brain picks up cues fast and your responses become smarter, quicker, and more powerful. Here's how to practice. After someone speaks, pause for 2 seconds before replying. Use that moment to scan their words. Mirror 1 or 2 of their key words. For example, if they say, "I'm frustrated with my schedule," you respond, "Sounds like your schedule's been overwhelming." It feels natural, it feels connected, and it sounds smart. Chapter 7. Think in pictures, not paragraphs. Your brain loves images more than it loves information. That's why we remember. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. But forget complicated medical advice. When you speak in images, your words stick in people's minds. Here's how to do it. Use metaphors and analogies. Instead of saying, "Learning English takes time and effort," say, "Learning English is like planting a tree. At first, it looks like nothing's happening. But deep roots are growing. One day, it blooms." This is smart language. It's emotional, visual, and powerful. The best part, it makes people remember you. Chapter 8. Smart people ask smart questions. One of the fastest ways to sound intelligent is by asking good questions. Not long questions, not complicated questions, but curious, focused, and thoughtful ones. Here are 3 types of smart questions. 1. Clarifying questions. Can you walk me through that again? Just to be sure. Do you mean underscore underscore underscore? This shows your brain is active and alert. 2. Explorative questions. What do you think would happen if we tried underscore underscore underscore? Have you ever thought about it from another angle? These open new doors in conversations. 3. Reflective questions. What made you feel that way? Why do you think that matters to you? These create deep and intelligent discussions. Smart speakers don't just talk, they guide conversations. Chapter 9. How to stay calm under pressure. The brain hack. Imagine this. You're on a stage. Or maybe it's a job interview, or a heated argument. Your heart's racing. Your mind's spinning. How do you think fast and speak smart under pressure? Here's a simple psychological technique used by elite athletes and performers. It's called name it, tame it, frame it. Step 1. Name it. Say to yourself, "I feel nervous." Labeling your emotion activates your prefrontal cortex, your thinking brain, and calms the emotional part of your brain. Step 2. Tame it. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, breathe out for 4. This resets your body. You send a message to your brain, "I'm safe." Step 3. Frame it. Say, "This is my moment to shine," or "Pressure is a sign of growth." Your brain starts seeing the situation as a challenge, not a threat. Once your brain is calm, your thoughts are faster, sharper, smarter. Chapter 10. The Power of Strategic Silence. You know what's more powerful than a great answer? A well-placed pause. Silence is not weakness, it's control. It makes people lean in. It gives your words weight. Think of great speakers. They don't rush, they pause, they look, and then they speak with purpose. Here's how to use it. After a powerful sentence, pause for 1 to 2 seconds. Let it sink in. If you're asked a tough question, pause and smile. Then answer. You'll look calm, wise, and in control even if you're still thinking. Chapter 11, Building Your Smart Speaker Toolbox. Want to speak smart anytime, anywhere? Build your verbal toolbox. Here are tools every smart speaker should carry. 1. Transition phrases. That's a great point. And here's what I think. Let me add something to that. Here's how I see it. These phrases help you jump into conversations smoothly. 2. Verbal bridges. When you don't know something, don't freeze. Use these. I'm not sure, but here's how I'd approach it. That's outside my expertise, but I can find out. Honesty plus clarity equals respect. 3. Phrase starters for thinking time. Let's explore that idea together. Give me a second. I want to think this through. They make your thinking process look smart and deliberate. Chapter 12. How to sound smarter in English without changing your accent. Many learners think they need a perfect accent to sound smart. That's false. What makes you sound smart is clarity, tone, and confidence, not pronunciation. Here's what actually matters. 1. Slow down and emphasize. Speak slightly slower. Emphasize the key word in your sentence. Instead of, "I don't think that's the right idea," say, "I don't think that's the right idea." It gives your sentence direction. 2. Use intonation. Let your voice rise and fall with feeling. Instead of a flat tone, "I think we can do it." Try, "I think we can do it." You sound alive, passionate, and confident. 3. Stop apologizing for your English. Every time you say, "Sorry, my English is not good," your brain hears, "I'm not good enough." Instead, say, "English is my second language, and I'm proud of how far I've come." Smart, strong, and empowering. Chapter 13, Practicing in Real Life, the Smart Speaker's Routine. Here's how to make everything you've learned stick. Every day, do these 5 things. 1. Talk for 5 minutes on camera. Pick a topic. Record yourself. Watch it. Don't look for mistakes. Look for clarity, confidence, and connection. 2. Mirror smart speakers. Watch TED Talks, interviews, or smart YouTubers. Copy their pacing, language, pauses. This builds a natural sense of flow. 3. Do one conversation replay. Think back to one conversation you had today. Ask, "What did I say well? What could I improve? What will I do next time?" Reflection builds wisdom. 4. Use one new phrase each day. Write it down. Say it aloud. Use it. Over time, your toolbox grows. 5. Celebrate your progress. Every time you speak up, even if it wasn't perfect, celebrate it. Progress, not perfection. Conclusion: speak to influence, not impress. Here's the truth. You don't need to impress people with big words or fast talking. You need to influence them with clarity, calmness, and confidence. Think fast. Speak smart. But most importantly, speak with purpose. Whether it's in English or your first language, what matters is this. Speak to express, not to impress. Speak to connect, not to compete. Speak to be real, not to be perfect. You have a voice that can inspire, impact, and influence. Now you have the tools to use it. Let this be your reminder every time you feel nervous, slow, or unsure. You've trained your mind. You've built your language. You're ready. Think fast, speak smart, and shine.